Hello, this is Arlene Arnold, and I'm here with the energy focus of the month. This is February 2025, and I am founder of transformationaltools.com, and I'm also a spiritual guide and healing facilitator. So this month, our theme is allow upheaval to create a new way of being. All right, this is pretty profound and it's also pretty deep. So let's take it on and see where we go with it. So let's start with the allow upheaval. As you can see, a volcano is like an upheaval. It's like things that have been hidden or things that are ready to come forward and explode are going to do that. And I don't mean necessarily in the physical, but it is a time when things will be revealed that have been held down. And that's part of this time, because once we see what's there, then we have an opportunity to do something about it. Now, this is not just in the world, this is also in your individual life. And we will talk a little bit about that. One of the things that is happening for many people, including myself and my husband, is that people are moving. Well, moving is a huge upheaval. And it means that you're going through every single thing in your house, figuring out, do I keep it? Do I let it go? Whatever it is, then you start in a new place, a new adventure. And it's really a new way of being. So let's look at this a little bit further. The idea here is that as the upheaval comes up, it gives us an opportunity to create something new. And it's really a new way of being. In other words, let's not go back to the old beliefs. Let's not go back to what we think is the way it's supposed to be. Let's be in that place where we are very present and we're very open to how we can be part of creating our own lives and also creating more in the world. And remember that as we create our own lives, we are also changing the collective consciousness. So it's really important that as we do this, we're coming for the truth of who we are inside of us, not by what others are thinking or what the world wants you to do, but what you feel inside. Now, this new way of being is like a dawn. It's like bringing something new into that beautiful morning. This was a picture that I took in our backyard. I love the sunrises here. I will miss those very much. But this way of new way of being for me is being kind of not exactly relaxed, but being neutral and being within yourself, being grounded, taking care of yourself so that you have enough time to do what you're going to do. So in this process of moving, it's kind of like a small way to see what that means. Because what we decided is that this is an adventure. This is not a burden. This is an adventure, not a burden. Now, that's how we need to see it for ourselves individually and also for the world. So don't just look at something that's happening out there and go, oh, this is horrible. Let's just be present with it and let's bring to it this intention that we want to live in this world in a new way of being. And that means that each of us is here as why we came into this world, our soul knowing, our soul purpose here. And when we do that, that begins to change what happens in this world. So you and I are extremely important to what happens. Let's be very conscious of it in our own personal lives and stay conscious of it in the world around us, in our community, and be in the place inside of us that can then say, okay, this is how I can act in the world and do my soul purpose. Now, there are a couple other energies for this month. We always pick a card from the luminaries. This one's called Passionate Ascension. And I think that's very appropriate because the way I see it, we are at an opening. It's like a portal, and we're standing in this opening, and we're ready to step into a new way of being. And this, in Passionate Ascension, one of the lines is awaken to force and motion as dimensions open to a new way of being. Now, think of that, a force in motion. You know, when you think of this passionate ascension, you can see how it's swirling. And I find that it's swirling up into higher and higher um, places in this ascension process. And that's part of what this portal is about. We are being brought into a new way of looking at our lives and looking at the world. And oddly enough, it's also going back to what we knew before we kind of got taken on a ride into something where others could control us. And now we're saying, no, I don't want that. I want to go back to living from who I am inside and then choosing how I will be in the world. So this is a part of awakening to force in motion as dimensions open to a new way of being. I really encourage you to put that up in front of you somewhere. And you can buy these luminaries on our website, transformationaltools.com, and just go to where it says the Oracle decks, and you'll find it in there. And each of these now, it's their time. These luminaries, it's their time to come forward and help us. So you'll find a lot of help within that set. Now we also have the color cards. This is something that I created, and it is really helping us at this time too. And for this particular month of February, the color is the strength in green. Now, strength means that we already we already have something. What we have to do is access it, use it, live from it. So what came forward out of all the information about green was these three things: inclusivity, new ideas, and togetherness. So inclusivity just means that we're not going to leave people out just because we disagree with them. We're not going to be taken over by what they believe, but we're not going to say, you go over there, I don't want you a part of this in any way. And then new ideas, there is potential for new inventions. This is a wonderful time where many things are coming forward that will help us and will help this world to get into that place of the truth of who we are. And then togetherness is crucial. Getting together, helping each other to move through the changes that we're making personally, and being with this energy for the community and the world, helping us to bring that light into every place in the world, in envisioning what it's like to be a human that is really coming from the center of what humanity truly is. And that is a beautiful place, because coming from that place, you see that there is so much creativity in humans. There is so much love when we come from that part of us, which is how we were created. So it's a wonderful time for us to take what seems to be coming up and an upheaval and working with that in a different way together. And one of the ways you can do that is in community. And if you haven't found the community where you feel like you're accepted, where you feel like you can say what you need to say and people aren't going to look at you weirdly, well, just consider joining the Vortal on transformationaltools.com, and you'll see that it's really easy, transformationaltools.com/Vortal. And we have a once a month gathering, which will be coming up on the 9th of February. So as you get into that, you will see how you can be part of that. It doesn't cost, it costs something to be part of the community, which is only $7 a month, but it doesn't cost anything to be a part of the gathering of the community on the 9th. So please think of trying that out and just go there and see what it's all about. So I thank you for being here, and I hope you will come back and join me once a month. It's really fun to go ahead and look at what's happening, and I don't do that alone. I have people that are part of Transformational Tools. It's our website, but it's also a group, and we have a leadership group, and they help me to feel into the energies of what this is about. So I thank them for their input. And I thank you for being here. I hope I'll see you next month.